Alright, today we're working on a 2010 Ford Fusion. No crank situation. This car has actually been sitting for about a year. It's had a bunch of different hands in it. But I want you to notice the first thing is it does not crank. And there is no park position indicator. And the little wrench light's on and stays on. This thing has been torn apart, molested quite a little bit, but we're just going to get down right to the point. I've already got it diagnosed. I just wanted to walk you through what I did. So we know we have an issue at the park indicator, clearly. I don't have the scan tool hooked up anymore, so I'm not going to show you that, but I'm going to show you on the diagram where we looked. So sorry about that. We'll get you here. We are going to go down to the transmission diagram. And this has a 2.5 in it. And the first thing I wanted to check was this transmission control switch floor shifter, so it knows when it's in park. And I just want to check power at this fuse because it's easy and I'm lazy, and that's a nice easy spot. So I want to show you that fuse 47. We got the key on in run. That's supposed to have power in run or start. So that's fuse 47. And you can see how dim that light is compared to battery voltage. If I can get it on there. So you see how dim that is. And that is powered by the PCM power relay along with this fuse, which is also pretty dim. So all we did to diagnose this car is look up the diagram. This is PCM power relay. So I'm going to go ahead and shut the key off. We're going to come out here. We're going to pull the PCM power relay out. We're going to hook up the Relay Sim Pro. You see that powers up. We got the ground down there already. It powers up, so pin 30, 12 volts. Pin 87A is high because it's not connected to anything. 87 is very low. 86 and 85. 85's got the feed. 86 has the ground. So we know we have good control there. And actually, we don't have good control right now. So what we're actually seeing is just that path to ground through that relay. But that is very, very low current. And you'll have to take my word for it that it's lighting that light. So I want to show you what it looks like when I turn the key on. So, key's on. And you can see it pulls that voltage on 86 to 0. So now 85 has 12 volts, 86 0. That light's much brighter now, so that circuit works proper. Okay, so now we're back to 87. So 87 is the output that feeds these fuses here. So we're going to turn that on. You can hear everything power up, and we're going to go ahead and touch that to there. A nice bright light. Same with over here. Nice bright light. So this vehicle hasn't started, other than a few minutes ago, hasn't started in over a year. And you can see we still don't have our indicator. And we still have a fault. So that's a safety on the vehicle's computers. Now, if I had the scan tool hooked back up, we can clear the PCM codes, and this will start. So we'll go ahead and hook up the scanner. Like I said, this car has been sitting for a long time. And you can see, still no start, right? So I'm going to shut her off. Or shut that off for now. We can go ahead, come in here, We're going to activate our Ford scanner. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. Hold on here. Fusion is what we want. I tell you, I'm not a fan of the Zeus touchscreen. It's a little bit annoying. Works okay with the stylus, but my fingers don't. It doesn't always like my fingers. There we go. I do prefer the Varis Pro over the Zeus, but oh, let's turn this back on. It's not going to automatic ID it with the key on or with the key off, so we got to turn the key on, hit continue, cancel. We're gonna forget the vehicle, go back here. See, the Varis just works better. I really don't care for this. Come on. You know, these things are only 12 grand. You can't expect them to work. Thankfully, I didn't pay that much for mine, and I never would. We'll try this again. It's my fault. I hit the wrong button, so. It'll go to automatic ID here in just a second, usually, as soon as it connects to the dongle. Come on, Ford. There we go. It's fast when it works. Some of it's just me being impatient and pushing the wrong buttons. Come on. It does work eventually. It just seems like it takes forever. One eternity later, it'll connect eventually. There it goes. 2010 Ford Fusion. Just making sure the key's on. We're going to go ahead and sit in the car. So I've got the Relay Sim Pros active. So I've got powered all those fuses. So we're just going to go out of here. Go to transmission. And you can see there'll be a bunch of memory codes in here. We're going to clear these. Oh, and actually, even before I cleared the codes, that came back up. So maybe it just took a few key cycles to work. But now we have our park indicator, so this vehicle will crank and run. I just wanted to get the codes out of there anyway, so now it runs. So we know that relay had high resistance in it, and I can show you that. So I'm just gonna disconnect this, exit out. That's Snap-on's way of telling you not to forget the dongle. So we're gonna go ahead and shut the key off. We'll shut that PCM power relay back off here, and we can recreate the issue here. Let me put the scanner away. Alright, so that's shut off. The key is off. We're going to go ahead and unplug this. Grab that relay, wherever I set it. So the relay is back in. So keys on, park indicators off. If you can see that, if it'll focus, there you go. Park indicators off. We take our test light. That's nice and bright. We go back down here, and we've got a very dim test light. So then, if we take this out, it's going to set a bunch of codes, lose its mind. I'm going to put this back in, and then we know we have good control, and now everything's working because the switch is on, so we know we have power on 87. So now we take our test light again, go back to here. Now we got a nice bright light. So we know this vehicle now can complete the circuits. Oh, look at that. And our park indicator came back. Let's see if it'll crank. Sweet. So that's all there is to it. Just a high resistance in this relay causing the voltage to drop. And we don't have to do any conventional voltage drop testing because we have this sweet tool, and one of the best tools that ever existed, just a test light. So this car is fixed after sitting for over a year and having a handful of parts thrown at it. It's got a passenger seat full of parts, PCM, looks like a lead frame or whatever they call it for this transmission over there, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, that's what it took. It will start and run now. It needs a lot more work to be put on the road, but hard part's done. So thanks for watching.